What's up guys, Julien here, back with another Overwatch replay, the show that teaches you all the tips and tricks you need to know to become a better Overwatch player. Today we have a match on Horizon Lunar Colony, the newest level added into Overwatch. I play Zenyatta, and Yvonne also helps out with healing, playing some nice Ana actually today, which is pretty nice for him. It's a nice switch up, and I don't normally go Zenyatta, but I have played quite a bit with him as well. So, we're going to be going over today how to use, when and when not to use Transcendence, as I do make some flubs with my Transcendences, or lack thereof, in this match. So, that'll be useful as well. We'll go over a little tips and tricks, or at least what I've learned from playing Horizon Lunar Colony. It's a pretty fun level, but it can be confusing at times, particularly on the first level, on the first checkpoint. So, we take a look at our team here. We've got a Winston and a D.Va, a very common tank combo now in Season 5, whatever this is. So they're going to be primarily leading the charge. D.Va can dash in and help Winston out after he jumps in onto a target, and that sort of paves a hole that Pharah can launch rockets into from afar or from above, and this nice Lady Sombra should be able to help us out by hacking health packs and other people along the way. And of course, what's really nice is that we can combo our healing from afar, so we don't even have to commit too much into the battle, as we are not a Mercy or a Lucio. So, that being said, that's our team. We have some damage. I would rather have a soldier than a Sombra in this situation, but you can't argue with randos. I know, it's disgusting. So let's skip ahead to the match. So we start off actually getting a pick on this Mei, who is pretty far or actually, I mean, she can get her damage in and then put up a wall and back off. I think that's what she was planning on doing, but she neglects to see that she becomes discorded by me. Winston jumps here and puts his bubble down sorta in a defensive mode, because they have their this is pretty low level Horizon Lunar Colony. Typically you wanna hold, there's this sort of area up here that you can hold, but there's also what most people do is they go around here on defense and they hold this platform up here. And that's generally what most people do on attack. They come around here, go up, and then come back down and attack the point, of course. So, moving on, we actually get this kill on this Mei. Her reactions are too slow. Not my fault. Good pick for us, as we sort of just push forward. Winston jumping in to nowhere. I don't really know where he's going. What are you doing, Winston? And basically I'm calling this, I think it's our Sombra to fall back, but we come to the ledge so I can get the Discord on her. And obviously the alternative route to go would be going this way, which Winston is going, or you could go around this way, which is pretty nice as well. Winston going in there by himself. I think our D.Va dashes in after him, which is pretty nice. And I'm in a solid spot here along with Ana to do some healing, although we start to push forward because we want to be over here, actually. Actually, I think it would be more ideal if we were over here to be healing our team. And because, obviously, the enemy comes from this side. So, if we were over here healing our team, then that would be bad. But I think that's where we go. No, right. Alright, do push this way. Excellent. So, I'm supporting my team. I have the Discord on D.Va. I see a critical Winston, and I'm trying to push in there, but I don't want to be too overzealous because Zenyatta, obviously a very squishy character. He's a large square hitbox that's very easy to kill because he's slow moving. So I don't want to just rush onto the point willy-nilly, but I see that I have two tanks there. I also have Yvonne if I really need it, and this Tracer sort of gives me some trouble. I back off and I position myself on the point because I know the Tracer's coming after me, but she's sort of being non-committal. I think D.Va scared her off. I get booped by Lucio, and I think he comes in and kills me here. Yeah, so I got killed by the Lucio from behind. I have no idea how nobody wanted to track this guy down. Maybe Pharah or D.Va. Maybe they're gone. I don't know. So that's generally why I pushed myself forward so I could, because I saw my team on the point. I thought I was safe from behind. Clearly not. So I see a lot of critical people. I'm mashing the heal orb right now. As soon as I can get it up, I'm going to get it up. Over here, I'm holding back a little bit because I want to see how the thing's going to play out, because I have to commit to my positioning because of how slow I am, because Zenyatta is rather slow. So, and of course over here, Zenyatta has very little fall off damage from his orbs, so I can do just as much damage from here as I would on the point. So there's that. And we also took the point, so it's no big deal. This was a really good push by us, and you'll see actually so getting those 2 picks on the Lucio and the Zarya were huge for us. So we can now, we're all organizing together. We need to push on to the point now. We just got these 2 huge picks on one of their healers and one of their tanks. That's huge for us. So, and also I have Transcendence coming up. So Winston's pushing up, but they have the Mei there. But I thought I heard a Sombra switch, but obviously that was just our Sombra. So that's why I was looking back. But I put the heal orbs on our tanks, and we're ready to go. So here is where we could have just won the game, or won the round right here. Pretty much. I have Transcendence all readied up. I thought Sombra could handle herself, so that's why I didn't go in yet. But as you'll see, the team, because they're obviously spawning right here and coming out over here and over here, they're doing a lot of damage, as much as they possibly can. They're going to shoot the first target they can see, and that's not me. I'm hanging back, actually in a pretty decent position. Here is exactly where I should be using Transcendence. I should be thinking, oh, D.Va, I can save that. Oh, I don't care who that is. It's Winston. I can save him because I'm Zenyatta and I have Transcendence. But of course, what do? I let them die because I'm an idiot. I think I was ready to commit. I was so ready to commit, and then I get hacked. So that's the power of Sombra right there on defense, apparently. And I totally failed my team there. That is. I mean, I know I was planning on doing it, but maybe a split second earlier. We got 2 ticks though on the map, so we're just gonna group up because we lost that fight. I'm trying to get to the Pharah because I can heal from here, so it's not a bad idea for me to commit to it. Pharah just poking. Against a good team, she'd be dead, so that's super out of position. So if all you Pharah players out there, they just had a soldier, you'd be dead. So they have a Zarya, a Zarya. I think they do have a soldier. Here, I just wanted to win the match. Or win the round. And also I was probably going to eat a lot of damage from Zarya and whoever was behind her, which was just Mei. That was my thought process, although we definitely did not need to use this. We have 2 people down in Sombra killing them. So I actually just wasted my Transcendence there. I was just so pissed off from the last round. I mean, I know we took the point, but I think Transcendence is best used either to save yourself or to save your teammates. So if you don't see them critical, I don't necessarily think there's any reason for you to use Transcendence. Otherwise, if you see a Mei ult go down, or something like that, or a Zarya ult, it's perfect. It's a perfect time to block those 2. You can, or even if you don't get knocked down by Ryan's ult and you see Ryan use his ult, then maybe you can use it there too. So it's perfect to heal the team in large bursts, but you want to save it for when you most need it. Of course, that's what I did, and then I got owned by Sombra, which is a good idea. I don't personally like this choice, Sombra on defense, not my cup of tea, but I'm not a Sombra main, so I wouldn't know. I think she's obviously made for attacking, for dive comp almost. So I think her ult is perfect for dive comp, and I think she has high functionality in attack, but we're on defense right now, and I don't really see her being that useful. As you'll see, this is a pretty long match, so she doesn't become that useful. So let's skip ahead. We're doing all right on recording time. So let's look at where we are. Let's see if we can get a better view. Okay, so I'm down here. This is not where you want to be. Torbjorn setting up his turret up there is not bad. I actually do like it. This is where you generally want to hold on Horizon Zero Colony, whatever, Lunar Colony, Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn is what I'm thinking of. This general area, they're either going to push up here this way and then go back down, or they're going to push this way and you'll get your shots off, and then you can fall back to the point and come in on this side and attack them on the point, on the other side of the point. Over here I see D.Va and I see Torbjorn going over there. I want to generally stick with them, because if I'm caught off guard on that side by myself, I'm going to die instantly. So that's why I move towards my team, and I also see that no one's over there. Torbjorn's turret, not bad here, because this turret is not horrible. It can fire onto the point, and it can also cover a little bit of their trajectory going that way, which is nice. So let's see where they go from. And we've got Sombra hacking shit over there. That's fantastic, except for the fact that she's going to be pretty much useless right now. Over here, I don't necessarily think... Actually, I mean, D.Va over here, fine. I like this, because she can just defense matrix this, pretty much, and cover up, pretty much wall off all their damage, except for a little bit right here towards me. But I think I'm pretty safe. I wouldn't suggest being over here. If they had a Widowmaker, for instance, I'd be done. If they had a Hanzo, for instance, I'd be done. So I don't think my positioning was that good. In hindsight. So I drop back onto the point because I see I'm taking damage. Luckily, it's not too much damage. I call it the Reinhardt. And of course, they have their Mei again. I don't think Mei has much purpose on attack. Oh, on attack either, because, well, there are better damage dealing options. So I see this D.Va in critical health. I also see Winston there. And if you can hear, obviously the sound isn't too high. There is an audio cue as to when your healing is done with Zenyatta. You hear the tone going higher and higher, and that's when you know that you're done. You've healed them all the way. It's fine to keep the orb on them, but maybe you want to switch it to someone, but you don't want to switch it to them yet, because you're healing someone currently. So it's good as Zenyatta to keep the orb on Ana when she needs it, because Ana can't really heal herself. Her grenade is best used against... I'm letting Yvonne get the armor pack. I think he's more useful at this point. But I think that it's best to heal Ana. It's definitely best for her to use her grenade on the enemy or on your team, because of the potent ability of it. It's really sort of disappointing. Not disappointing, but sad that an Ana would have to use her grenade on herself, when you could easily just have another healer. Or I guess Sombra could hack the pack. Anyways, Winston jumps in there without his bubble, or maybe he had his bubble and put it in there. Luckily he just used it on me. That's fine, because he was chasing someone, and he backs off because he sees that they got too far. So that was not a bad jump by Winston, considering there's nothing coming this way for some reason. And so he saves me from that Mei. Thank you, Winston, obviously. And Mei backs off. That's how it is. This Torbjorn makes a smart move. He's running to us, the healers, and to get healed. That's the best way to get healed, is position yourself in front of your healer. You'll get healed that way. Don't just... tell them when you need healing, and they'll try to get to you, but if you can meet them in the middle, you're going to get healed faster, so just do it. If you can, obviously. So, D.Va coming in here. I'm getting shot by Soldier from the left. It's pretty annoying, but he's not committing to anything, and we all have armor, which is pretty sick. Thank you, Torbjorn. I see him frozen over there. I try to heal him with Transcendence, and it ends up being a waste of Transcendence. So, but I think I just had gotten... No, I had Transcendence for a while. So, this is a waste. I could have used Transcendence now, but I think I was hesitating, and that's why I didn't. This was a bad Transcendence for multiple reasons. Mostly just a waste, considering Dongjong Bujidao came out, and we just got wrecked by a D.Va triple kill, which was a really good ult by D.Va. This is a good combo. They froze 3 people apparently, or no, they froze 2 people at least and killed me. I shouldn't have gotten killed there, but I don't think I would have lived very long after anyways. So we just let them capture this. They have their whole team on the point, and we're not even there, so. So, defending on point 2, you generally want to be up here. There are 2 ways they can come. They can come up this way, which I think is the logical route because it gives you the high ground. And if you bust through the initial defense, then that's amazing for you because then you can just drop onto the point. Alternatively, they can come from their left, our right, around here and come onto the point and sort of launch damage. But if they do that, then if we have say a Bastion or a Torbjorn turret up here, we can just fire down onto them and onto the point when they decide to push on. And I think that's the optimal strategy for us. But we do end up getting a Torbjorn and a Bastion later on in this fight. I'm telling this Torbjorn to come down the stairs. He doesn't really want to. Fine with me. I'm safe to move onto him because of his turret, and his turret helps me out with that Reinhardt, which was really nice. I try to save this D.Va. I don't really need to be going this far over. I could have just... that's why I stick here, obviously. And then, unfortunately, Yvonne goes over there. So this I guess we should talk about. Maybe he'll watch this. He's away right now, so maybe he won't. So we're about to shit talk. Oh no, yeah. So why on earth would Ana need to be running this way into a battle when she could just be doing the same amount of healing or damage from very far away back this way where she's safe? I don't know. It's not the smartest move on his part. He just walked in there, got walled in, and now he's dead. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Alright, so D.Va busts through here. She backs off. She's taking too much damage. Soldier in a great position up there. If we could just take that position. With Reinhardt now. Soldier and Reinhardt up there. Very deadly combo. They're doing it right. They're doing it right. So, D.Va's ult on this point is incredibly useful. Soldier and Reinhardt, or Soldier and whoever else you want up here who can do consistent damage, or sorry, Reinhardt and whoever else you want who can do consistent damage behind Rein's shield is an excellent pick to just hold this point until you get 1 or 2 picks. Then, didn't mean to say pick twice, but then you're fine. See, I almost went down. I'm hanging up by the turret, but like I said, D.Va's ult's incredibly useful in this point. It can take out... Because it's basically an awesome bomb that you can send in from far away. So you can send it in from over here, all the way where Rein and Soldier were before, from over here as well. And because generally the team will have either Symmetra, Torbjorn, or Bastion to hold this point because they're not bad. Because Symmetra can put her shield generator here or here. Obviously you saw where a Torbjorn turret was. That's a deadly position because it's hard to get to for the other team. They have to walk through so much damage to get there. And D.Va can just send in her ult like that. That was a perfect D.Va ult. I think she might have just used it from further back. That was a great D.Va ult. Got 3 kills and the Torbjorn turret. So I don't see why they don't have the point already. Mostly because our that guy, whoever it was. There's literally no way we couldn't have. I think we stopped it, which is kind of embarrassing on their part. I mean, I had to run out there, right? I switched to Lucio now. I don't understand how they didn't capture this immediately. We get a Bastion. I forgot. Jesus Christ. We get a Bastion. I don't switch to Lucio yet. But they basically, we prolong it for another minute. But I think it's more important to discuss that deval. That deval was really great on multiple levels. In fact, the Mei might have ruined it there because she put up a wall. But yeah, so we're basically trickling in because it's all we can do. There's no time to group up because they'll just cap it. I try to help out this Bastion, and then D.Va sends in another ult and gets another triple kill. So she's had 3 ults, 3 triple kills. This D.Va's on fire, man. I couldn't have saved it with Transcendence because I think 2 people were squishies there. I think her ult does at least 200 or 300 to 250 damage. Soldier uses his ult, but I think he gets stopped. D.Va's eating it up, which is nice. Thank you, D.Va. Then she gets knocked out on mech. I'm in decent positioning there. So you want to... Zenyatta really does not like to be in the fight. So Zenyatta wants to be behind the fight, as far away as possible from the fight, because he can do as much damage as he can up close, except the only thing would be more difficult to land is his charge shot. And he can also heal from afar as well, and also add his damage boost to people. Damage boost, or defense lowering orb to the enemy from just as far. So it's really nice. So they captured that point, but and I actually switched to oh no, Roadhog no. Right, for the defense. We ended up defending a minute and a half here. Spoiler alert. I switched to Roadhog because Yvonne switched to Mercy, and I think we needed more damage. So, and also Roadhog is fairly decent on defense. This is not a good idea. I mean, what am I doing here? I'm just standing still. So, attacking the Mei would have been nice if I got that kill. So I'm helping out the Sombra here. She uses this. What am I doing here? So you don't want to be standing still. If you're 2v1ing a Mei who's frozen now, you guys have all the time in the world to position yourself. So I could be going over here, so when she puts up her wall inevitably to get away, I'm behind her. Or Symmetra could have done that. Perhaps maybe that's what I was waiting for Symmetra to actually commit to something in her fucking life and actually go behind and get the kill on Mei. But she doesn't, and this Mei lives to see another day, and I decide, you know, she has to commit to come into the heart of our team if she wants to do anything on attack, and she can't really do that. So I just back off. And then Symmetra decides that she's still a problem. So I commit. I'm going around, and wouldn't you know it, Symmetra could get a kill because it's pretty easy for her to do that. Alright, so right here, I'm taking a lot of damage, so I get to cover, so I can use my healing Huff Puff, because otherwise, if I don't get to cover, I'm just going... And this is kind of a bad, what's it called? I guess it was to defend herself. See, this is the problem with Orisa, right? Because now she has to commit to staying there. And also, I guess we have this Bastion. But yeah, so once she puts down her shield, she has to stay in that position for 8 seconds. Or less. Or more, even. So you really want to be as aggressive as possible when you're using Orisa to place your shields. It's really important. Otherwise, you're sort of just inching forward, and when you're in this tight situation where you have 20 seconds, how are you going to move forward with her? So I think she's kind of a tough character to use, personally. I yanked this Mei in. It would have been nice if I was further back, because then she would have been torn up by the Bastion immediately. I miss a hook there, unfortunately. Feels bad, man. And then, but we get the kill. Soldier, last-ditch effort. couldn't make it to the point. Sorry, dude. Alright. So, on attack, I think I go McCree for some reason. I never really play McCree. I've been trying to get better with him. And we're going to be making the jump to PC, guys, for all you guys wondering why we still play PS4 Overwatch. We're going to be making the jump to PC once Yvonne makes a PC. Guy can't fucking get the money together, for Christ's sake. I'm kidding. No, he's going to get the money together. So when he comes back, we'll have better content for you guys. But until then, I'll commentate this PS4 match. So, here, McCree. McCree doesn't really do that much damage from here. He does about 75 damage per shot. Sure, it's some damage. And if Winston's jumping in there by himself when there's a Junkrat, he's going to get killed. So Winston, up here, can't really do anything. Even down here, by himself, can't really do anything. If D.Va went in with him, that would be cool. If I was Soldier, I'd be there already with them. That would be awesome. But I'm not Soldier, and I do end up picking Soldier. As you can see, I can't even hit a shot. I think this is one of the first or second matches I've ever played on Horizon Lunar Colony, so that's why I went this way. My bad, guys. Learn the map first before you go into ranked, but I guess they sort of threw this into ranked for no reason before giving it ample time. Anyways, I take a lot of damage. I think I'm calling Yvonne right now to heal me, but I see there's a health pack over here, and then I hear there's a Winston behind me. If you listen to the audio, he jumped that way. But he runs back to the point instead of taking me out, and then I see this Reaper. I hear the Reaper, I think. No, the Lucy. Well, I heard the Reaper. So I started pushing onto the point to try to be at least somewhat useful, but Lucio actually ends up killing me. And this is when I switch to Soldier, and you'll see that pretty much the same encounter, but there will be a Reaper. Yeah, so I run to the point. We're losing. We lost Mercy. We lost Winston, and we got rid of the turret. And I see that we only need one tick, so that's probably why I'm pushing in. This is kind of not the smartest push in possible, but no one's contesting me on the left side, and Torbjorn's just going to set up his turret. So maybe not the worst choice in the world, and also Metra is doing her thing. I think she gets up a teleporter right now. But yeah, I'm basically being annoying to the Torbjorn. She gets her teleporter up, and then Reaper sees me, and of course he can just walk forward. And I've already used my I couldn't use the Helix rocket there. Would have been nice to get one, then I would have stood a chance. Reaper kind of wrecks Soldier, I think, at that range anyways. He doesn't obviously destroy him any other situation, but if he's that close to you and you don't have Helix rocket, you're in trouble. He can do a lot of damage really quickly. This turret, I think, or sorry, this Winston bubble, not the best placement. Obviously he could have used it over here, and that would have been nice. I'm trying to get my own healing so I can build up my ult. But here, I get a nice pick on the Winston. Their Winston's super out of position. I don't know what he's doing there. What can Winston do here, right? All we have to do is back up. You never want to on defense as Winston on Lunar Colony, you never want to find yourself here. There is so much room over here for us to just back up into. And what are you going to do? Are you going to... I think he just used his jump too, and he certainly doesn't have his bubble. So he decides his best option is to go here, and I just blow away at him and destroy his life. So, bad place for Winston to be. All we have to do is back up, and now he's dead. He could have used his ult there to save himself. Might have been good because it would have pushed us off the point, but instead, our Winston does the same. Bad D.Va ult. I think she was trying to leave it here, but and knew that when you can sort of control the trajectory of where you go when you jump out of D.Va. I think she didn't want to end up jumping that way or this way. So she was holding back on her joystick and ended up doing that too soon. And that's why we have a wasted D.Va ult right here. But that's my theory on that one. And I have my ult here, so I think oh no, I don't use it. But we're pretty much free to capture the point. There's 2 people. Ferret takes care of everything. So I'll take this time to thank you so much for watching, guys. Leave a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to us, Hungover Gaming, if you like us. There is a podcast that we do every Monday. We do these episodes for you. We commentate Overwatch matches on Wednesdays, and we have drunk plays or let's plays on Fridays, where we play either multiplayer games or single-player games. We're currently running through Dark Souls 3 and Final Fantasy 7 on the single-player side, and we have a whole slew of games coming out soon. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll check out the match complete. We'll check out the play of the game really quickly. I believe it was one of those D.Va ults where there was a triple kill. But yeah, it was a good match for us. I think we could have held the point on defense way better, but that's sort of everyone's fault, I guess. Here it is. D.Va, Raw Steel 45 coming in hot on point B, Horizon Zero Dawn Colony, throwing his ult into the corner, a clutch snooker ball in the back pocket, if I do say so myself. Good play by him, too bad he lost. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Catch you guys next time. Peace out.